So my name is Anthony DeVolder. I'm a New York City resident. I've recently founded a group called United for Trump. So if you guys want to follow, that would be awesome. My question's directed for both Blair and Brandon. Well, Brandon's an idol to all of us.
This dude, this is George Santos identifying himself as Anthony DeVolder at an LGBTQ plus event in New York. I mean, what is his name? I don't know. What is the man's name? Now, he's in the Congress right now. Right now. He's right there. But what is the man's name? We don't know. So he's not Jewish. And he sometimes goes by an alias. He claimed he was Jewish. Who the heck is he? So George Santos, who claims his full name is George Anthony DeVolder Santos. My name is Nina Lola Falana. I mean, he's just making up stuff. Put that back up, y'all. Put this back up. I just can't with this dude. Okay. Curiously decided to use his middle two names despite actively running a congressional bid for Tom Susie's Long Island and Queens seat at the time. He lost the 2020 election, but won the seat this year, unfortunately. Santos, who is under several investigations for his lies, claimed Thursday that he has lived an honest life. Of course, he's gonna say that. The only way he'll resign, put up this headline, Lying George. Lying George Santos corrects vow that he quit if 142 people demanded it. The man is a liar. Santos later told ABC News he meant to say 142,000. I'm so sure. Ben, your thoughts on this quite incredible story?
Yeah, I mean, the worst part about George Santos is that he's only slightly more embarrassing than every other elected official that we have in the United States. Like, let's be real. Because you put George Santos lying about his resume up against like Nancy Pelosi thanking George Floyd for his sacrifice. I mean, it's like this is embarrassing. Like, this is the country we live in, and we have the audacity to call ourselves this like super effective democracy when like basically the majority of like American elected officials, there's no process for recalling them. Like none whatsoever, which means like when literally you couldn't design a system better for corruption than the United States of America. Because once you get into power, it's super easy to keep your seat. It costs millions of dollars to run for office in the first place. And like if you can't get recalled, what's to stop you from taking bribes, you know? And so I bet like the Republicans and like the giant corporations love George Santos because they're like, yes, this is a man who will lie about anything and everything. There's no amount of shame that will ever stop him from doing something. Like, honestly, like I don't want to speak this evil into the world, but also it's not unforeseeable that 20 years from now, George Santos is on the Republican ticket for president. Like, let's be real.
Oh, Ben, perish the thought, but you're absolutely right. And I love how you just laid it out. He's only slightly worse than so many of the politicians that are there in that Congress. Not all, but far too many of them. And this is why he can get away with this. He may actually get away with this. My stunt double put out that all of the folks that lied to get in office need to resign. It would be an exodus, okay? They probably wouldn't even have enough members in Congress in either chamber for a quorum if that actually happened.